available, and KT are gonna, they're gonna handshake the Akali and the Camille, with the Maokai, great. And so they're gonna get outscaled in the side lane. They're not gonna have a lot of pressure inside of laning phase.
This is a big stacked wave. So I'm looking for it. We'll find that mark at the Storm. And the ulti's going to be there for Doran, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough as he does flash himself away, but it's to no avail in first blood.
The flash Hurricane, but it's completely fine if you're KT.
Yep, trades that one back, and KT are going to be able to take this first Ocean Drake. Next one,
Someone might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. Actually, he might.
Yeah, there's the kickback, finds the Q as well, does Pioshik, but look at the value from the slicing Maelstrom. Doran holding the ulti. No, actually, used that earlier on. I tell a lie.
Is almost back at a pretty okay point when you consider that kill was, it's so greedy beyond words relative to the game state. And right now it looks like they're going to summon the Rift Herald in mid.
Yeah, and actually DRX do manage to coax KT over, as that's the depth charge. Bono is going to try and flash his way out as Doran trying to get in there. Yucal gets a bit of a snare up, but goodbye Bono. And that is no jungler for the ensuing Infernal fight, and Def just found a 3-man route. Does still have to flash his way out, and there's no more Aphelios for this particular battle. So on desperately trying to find the backline as Def is taken down, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and now Chovy in a similar scenario. This is a disaster for DRX after it looked like they'd won. Just wasn't going to happen. Smeb goes golden.
Let's go, let's go.
Yep, Scrap Dragon. Def manages to kill Smeb. Immediately finds. That's a depth charge. Yeah, they do take. I mean, this Baron is going down extraordinarily quickly. The arrow going to just sail past majestically. Carrier with a pretty good stopwatch, but he will flash into the pit. They secure the Baron. Carrier survives for a very long time. Now, DRX need to try and escape. Bono likely to fall down, as it is going to be Doran that grabs that kill. Chovy backflips out of the pit, and now KT look a little bit silly. They do pick up the kill
onto the Akali.
Don't mind it at all.
Yeah, and so on stuff. Q. Q, kick. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have kick.
That's a lot of years, though, that he has to pick up. And, you land those Qs, you get those kills. Yucal going to find himself a control ward. Kyoshik's going to find himself a blue bar. That, because actually, if someone asked me that question directly, I'd probably be like, I have a feeling I know. But I hadn't looked it up too recently.
Well, 20 seconds until that Infernal. And really, I mean, this is KT's last hurrah. If they lose, gonna burst it.
Yep, looks like Depth.
No steal possible.
Doesn't even necessarily have the greatest guns, but he's got a lot of AoE, and he's got the Gravitum at the ready as well. Smeb taking a lot of damage. Infernum will tear them apart. My God, but does get stunned up for a moment. Carrier keeps himself alive thanks to Pioshik there, but 2.5k damage, and Def got denied a lot of the damage.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like KT, they seemingly wanted to fight, but they were very late getting to that fight altogether. And then very surprising, they almost walked headfirst into oblivion.
Doran potentially looking for something there as Pioshik finds himself a Q, immediately pops back, understands that there were ways to try and fight back as Doran once again hopping in as Chovy going for the flank, nails the Shuriken, but does have to go into the Shroud. There is a lot of peel and CC, but DRX just do it so many times. The Lee Sin immediately goes down. Doran goes golden, trying to keep himself alive now, but Def once again in melee range for some unknown reason.
Short range, etc. So the way to win for DRX is via the 1-3-1 with Camille completed on Akali, given that Seekers is fully stacked with the stopwatch. Here we go.
Yep, got another team fight here as Bono's trying to get himself out of there. The depth charge does interrupt as Chovy is going to use that stopwatch. And the 200 years will finally work out. Big Zonya's there as So-On uses the slashing Maelstrom. Doesn't quite get enough work done, but Pioshik will fall down, and the Ashe is just kiting it down with so much chamber. The volley is going to connect. Def, can you actually land a couple of autos here as the onslaught? Not really enough. There's the blast cone here. Doran is in the area. Over goes Chovy. Going for it once again in the Shroud now.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's massive ultimate though. Gets a kill on his way out. Now Doran fighting 1v1 versus So-On. Bono's going to turn up, but now looks to go back in. This is ridiculous. Pioshik will get in there as well as now it's his turn. Misses the Q.
Or something, and they can't really protect one another. Now Chovy is going...
Okay, I mean, I think that you have to... Cookie Dough, you have to lie. I think you can not like what you do. It's just the goods. As KT,
Perfect.
they're gonna start off the Baron. There we go. Just took a bit of ice cream once again to coax them out. As our DRX are going to be pretty late to this one. Carrier going to have a check first, and it looks like KT are looking to just try and back away. They have taken a fair bit of damage as Arrow is going to connect. Carrier does immediately go into that Gargoyle Stone Plate as the tag comes through. From Deft, he's in a pretty safe position at the moment. Hextech Ultimatum comes down. It looks like they are trying to just pick off Doran. Remember, he does have a GA though. Not exactly the greatest target to single out this point in time, as Pioshik's going to miss the Q. Chovy misses the backflip, I believe. They do get some vision. Infernal Drake in 20 seconds. As Carrier decides to go all the way in. Boop back there as in goes So On. A fantastic ultimate, and Carrier is taken down first. Deft gets exhausted as So On goes golden. As you can see, Doran gets himself out of the fight as the GA is parked. And now, this could be the 200 years that they're looking for. Oh my god, it was so close, but not close enough. As the Maokai is taken down, but he is not the target you're looking for. And it looks to me like Aiming just wants to win the game from this point on.
And so KT, they march forward slowly, and DRX does the same mistake that they have done six, right?
Yeah.
In a row, this game over and over and over. I wish I could say that there's sentient thought detected, but I don't think that there is. With the decision making that has been going on here, I mean, I have nothing nice to say, Atlas. It's actually insanity.
It is. Well, we'll see whether Chovy can actually defend. Goes golden after taking down the cannon, but the Nexus turrets are going to fall. If Aiming falls, then this could be a big problem, as you can see Chovy trying to get that health back. He survives for such a long time. Deft is up in 1 second, but I have a feeling that this is not going to be enough. There's a lot of years, but not enough to save that Nexus. And KT will take game one.
They're so far behind on R4 when they lock in the Nautilus and hand it over. And they go with the Camille, but the Silas should absolutely be standing on the left. He's gank immune on the left-hand side.
Well, that's immediately the flash forward is Aiming. Oh no, the Pierce is not going to land, but it's not going to matter. Pioshik going to flash on forward. Bono a little bit too late. There's now a teleport from KT. They're doubling down on this 3v3 as Bono trying to flash forward. Pioshik just going to take him down though. An absolute disaster as the answering teleport down. You mentioned 1,000 gold lead. Now it's 1,000 gold lead.
Actually staying around top, Doran, he does have Hextech Ultimatum. They're just going to back off completely, not looking to make a dive.
Oh, that dredge line was fantastic. Decent answer, but Smev actually going to go back in. Still has his flash available, but there are so many Ren stacks in that tree.
Well, DRX are just very far ahead. I don't know what So On is doing. Hextech Ultimatum.
Likely dying because the World Ender not available, and Pioshik's just going to put him in the ground.
They're going to pick up the Infernal Dragon. And DRX are now, there it is, Mountain.
The turret up for a little bit longer does help Doran out. But now just going to pressure on this top side, but So On not going to be able to teleport away. Is now Deft fighting against Aiming. Blade of the Rune comes down as he misses his ultimate entirely. It doesn't matter. Splashes forward, grabs the kill onto the Callista, and now Carrier is well and truly dead. And it looks like DRX have just given away this Mountain Drake.
Why aren't they getting the Mountain?
Because they want to get the outer turret bottom lane.
Why? Okay, bottom now. And now there's no neutral again. If you do it this way, if you take the dragon, leave the turret up, the 500 gold, there's no turret plates anymore. Atrox does not have the Black Cleaver complete yet. Not going to be the end in terms of potency inside of the game.
Doran's have a very long walk away. There are a lot of sticks in this, and this is just going to be going over to DRX. They will get Soul Point. Now let's see whether they can actually win the fight. As there's a stopwatch and a Fate's Call to make sure that Carrier is going to be okay. Bono just going to fall down. Carrier eventually does die as Aiming does grab that kill, but it's a 1-for-1 at this point in time. And Deft is looking for the low health members. There's the flash of Scond from Chovy, who will go golden himself. Deft trying to find an angle onto Aiming, who gets towards the backside of Smev. Does fall down. Deft still wanting more. Once again, DRX, they do like going for these plays as Chovy finds himself a World Ender. Now pops it, moving real fast as this Silas, and avoids so much. Looks like the Baron's going to be taken down. It's Camille that gets it for some reason as Carrier trying to get himself out of there. No flash available, so he is dead. But 4 members with Baron definitely feels good if you are a DRX fan.
Chovy might go down here. We'll see.
Can he 1v3 is going to be the question. Doesn't quite have another ability to hijack just yet. Can he actually go one? No, he can't. Kingslayer is decent, but not decent enough. And it's so unlucky.
Then the Aatrox. So right here, the thing that's so bizarre is the blue trinket spots no dragon. We come back into live, and yeah, looks like Varus was
sitting at 10 ahead of the clock. Very nicely done. Not to be outdone, Chovy is 20 ahead of the clock at the moment. He's see Australian for a little while. They're like, oh wait, no! It's the other side of the map! Duh, blimey. Oh dear. In all seriousness, KT must have just felt like they...
No way for DRX to lose this one.
Okay, well, unless Piotrik's just going to dive on in and throw his life away. So I beg to differ. He's going to flash. Safeguard comes in as well. So he's going to walk for the moment, but there is the ulti out. Doran probably just said, oh, well, there's 4 people there. And he's like, oh, dang it. Pleaded as well as his death stance.
Oh!
Red buff is now they're just going to pile in on
Doran.
Likely that he's going to fall down, and he does pretty immediately. He's going to tag up Smeb. Chovy wants to get in here as well. So likely to be a 50-50 as Piotrek remains over the wall. Massive 4-man knockup with that depth charges. Look at the AoE. It's now Piotrek looking to try and get in amongst it. Gets the kickback. Doesn't land the knockup onto Aiming, though, who's kiting so beautifully. But now Chovy will find the backline. That is just a casual Q. It's going to be able to lock down that kill, and Deft grabs it in the end with the Ren stacks. And now so on. 1 versus 3 is not going to do it. Doran throws his life away, and it's all a bait as he teleports bottom lane and knocks down the inhibitor turret from 1 head to 5. That's what we just witnessed.
Yes, quite, Atlas. I really like how astute you did just put it. It was all actually a cruel ploy by Doran.
It was.
Yeah. To get caught out, he knew in that moment that the sequence of events that just unfolded would happen. Yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes. Have you seen Inspector Gadget? Do you remember that show? You see the stroking the white cat? Like, yes.
KT, their champions are not as protective as they were before, and the TF is so out of place. Because he just
which is not available for Bono, by the way.
Okay.
Now the Dragon jumps on in, and it looks like it's going to be KT trying
we didn't
to get onto Carrier. Doran dives on over. Death still bouncing around as the Pantheon will fall down, but Chovy's going to take down the Drake. Smeb's alive with very, very good old Piotrek. They do like that one, as Carrier now once again in a little bit of trouble. This time does manage to get that E, but it does not matter. Something. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. That all seems bad. The Cyclone's going to come through. Here is the Twisted Fate as well, as Doran does have the ulti. He's going to use it relatively late, and I don't think it's going to be enough there. Gets a good shield as he gets underneath the turret, but we don't want to heat up that frozen heart. You don't want to do that.
Oh man,
that's a bit beautiful. As we've got a second Drake carry. He could dive in if he wants to. It does have depth to get him out, so it's likely that DRX is going to go for something, and here it is. Carrier finds a stun to the backline. Big culling to be laid across. Carrier still going to be relatively safe there as the Dawning Shadow flies through, and that's going to be it as far as the Dragon is concerned. But Smeb's going to go down as well, as Chovy still kiting this one out through the back. Carrier dives in to throw his life away by the looks of things, as Doran just standing in amongst it, trying to keep himself alive. Definitely going to be the next target, as Chovy just doesn't do enough damage, and the double kill comes through.
Volibear, you want to be doing these kinds of trades, playing inside of your E. Makes it very one-sided. Now KT's going to die.
Yep, Smeb is well and truly dead. He gets Dragon Breath. And if you get breathed on, it's a real rough one, as the Cyclone not going to connect with Doran. The Bears trying to get a kill back here. Another Cyclone comes down, as Doran not going to be able to close the distance, and Bono just standing there as an immovable object.
It wasn't for DRX starting that fight. And now Infernal, it's going to go over yet again. This is the 3rd Dragon for Shyvana.
Yeah, exactly. So the Dragons are even more valuable, plus DRX have a composition that they want to snowball with.
They buy themselves a lot of time to continue to keep scaling. Doran finally gets the turret behind everyone like he's Janna. I'm not totally sure.
A little bit strange. Someone looking to try and get into position here, as maybe Smeb is caught out, but he's pretty tanky. As he throws down his ultimate there as well. KT are going to find Doran, who is not having the greatest of times. Still trying to... I feel
they
like...
walked over it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gonna find that one. They do know what's going on here, as Doran doesn't have teleport and he was bottom lane, which is why KT have started this one up. Now Carrier gonna try and avoid what he can. Piotrek Goes into Dragon Form. 3-man E is gigantic, actually, as the Dawning Shadow to try and get those shields to make it work. Fate's Call comes down as immediately the Wukong is knocked up, and now we're going to need a cleanse out of Deft. He does get it as Yukal, he gets rendered, flash on forward, and Deft is going to fall down. Meanwhile, off to the other side, it is going to be KT winning this fight. A triple kill so far for the Wukong, as now Doran can do absolutely nothing. He can get around that corner, but it looks like it's just not going to happen. So that is second Infernal for KT. Hey, pick it up for free.
He gets stunted Pantheon trying to make his way up to Black Cleaver. That's just never going to happen.
Yep, and someone I think is just going to be dead for the 6th time. As there's the gold card. He's going to flash, but he's still dead. As he tries to run away, he's not going to be able to. And the rest of KT just pushing down the mid lane as Chovy's top side of the map. Trying to get that split working out. This turret down on the bottom side as Deft has to go through his base gate. He does have another blast going, takes the Infernal Rift.
And the Baron is trying to penetrate the base. They do have that cannon that is chipping away. 45 seconds left on it. They're going to get one more wave in mid. And that one should definitely be able to perforate the mid lane. Sohan and Yukal, they tried their best in order to get this in.
And the rest of DRX just giving up the mid lane a little bit there, and they move down towards bottom side. Sohan going to rotate over as well. So this turret is no more. He's trying to land as the culling comes through yet again. Softens up Smed just a little bit, but he's not a target they want to be focusing whatsoever. I feel like DRX have been baited by Smed way too many times. Inhibitor goes down in the mid lane. DRX, this is a really rough game.
I just don't think there's anything they can actually do in order to win. And I say this—
Bottom inhibitor, that might help. It looks like KT are going to easily just crash down this inner turret. And then
it could have just been another lethality item to help him deal more damage. He's trying to make his way up to Black situation. As Dragon's up in 3.5 minutes. Destiny has been cast. Here comes the gate.
Yep, Carrier trying to block that damage from Yukal. Remember, he's close to 6 items. It's insane. Huge Cyclone into the back line as Carrier trying to flash out of this one, but already the damage dealers have been removed. The bear is put down as well. And Yukal's going to grab that kill. In the meantime, this Gromp is going to be punished by Pyoshik. He's going to go home and probably just watch his Nexus fall down. KT look to have ended the DRX streak, our #1 team here in the LCK. And this is on the eve of DRX's matchup versus Damwon.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of this is just so surprising. The comp that I would have expected them to win with most would have been their final comp. Because they had 3 winning topside matchups. They had a kill lane in bottom that was very good.